we are returning to the high seas in Assassin's Creed Rogue. Hey guys, what's up? It's Robbie with Open World Games, and let me know what you think about Assassin's Creed Rogue being on last gen only. Do you want to see it eventually coming to the PS4 and Xbox One? But now, we're talking about more Assassin's Creed Rogue, so enjoy. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Robbie with Open World Games, and I am once again joined with my good friend Super Rebel 123. Say hello, man.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
And Brett from UB Central.
What's up?
And today we're talking about Assassin's Creed Rogue. This is a game coming to the Xbox 360 and PS3. We are returning to the high seas, but this time as a Templar, and we've got a bunch of questions for you today. But from the gameplay we have seen so far, what do you guys think about Assassin's Creed Rogue? I'm going to start with you, Brett.
To be honest, I really didn't expect the gameplay, just yet. I know it's been a while, but, it came out of nowhere, to be honest, 2 days ago. But, it does look really nice for last gen. It kind of does look the same as Assassin's Creed 4. I agree with people there. But it still looks really cool and unique. The story itself is really different from any other Assassin's Creed game, and that's what's really interesting about it. You actually play as a Templar for the first time ever, so I just thought that was pretty cool.
Okay, and Super Rebel, what do you think about Assassin's Creed Rogue?
I love this game. I really do. Because if you guys didn't know, I'm a really big fan. Well, one of my all-time favorite Assassin's Creed is Black Flag. And if you didn't know, this is going to be a direct sequel to that game, which explains why there's all boats, pirates, and pretty much why it does look like Black Flag. And I think it's really good what Ubisoft done, how we get to play the bad guy this time.
Yeah.
Because in my recent video, I was saying how a lot of people were complaining that it's how they shouldn't really have done that, because I got a tweet of one of you guys, I think it was last week, and you were saying how you're not going to purchase this game due to us playing the bad guy, and how you feel an assassin never turns on the Brotherhood. But I was saying, if Ubisoft were to constantly keep releasing an Assassin's Creed game and we are always playing the bad guy, eventually it will get boring. And yeah. I think where they've done this, it's really switched things up a bit, and of course it just changes the story, and it just makes you want to buy it even more, I think. And then at the same time, I think people should overall just be grateful that Ubisoft did make another Assassin's Creed game for last gen as well.
Exactly.
And it's not like it's a crappy, and it's not like it's a crappy game as well. It's really, really good. We can have, explore 3 different locations. I do believe North Atlantic Ocean, River Valley, and lastly New York City. And we have seen the first 2, as you guys might have probably seen. If you haven't, Robbie will link them for you in the description. But we are yet to see New York City, and I'm just really looking forward to it, because I think it has a lot of great features. And like I said, considering I was a fan of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I'm just really pumped for Assassin's Creed Rogue.
Yeah, same here. I really like also that they have Haytham in the game, because that was actually one of my favorite parts of Assassin's Creed 3 was playing as Haytham, and then once you switch over to Connor, this is just a personal opinion, I was sort of disappointed that you didn't get to see that perspective. No, I'm serious. As playing as a Templar, I really, really liked Haytham's character, and I feel like they knew that, so they created this game.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you, Super Rebel. Will the game have multiplayer?
Alright, so Assassin's Creed Rogue isn't unfortunately going to have multiplayer, and the reason I do think this is because Ubisoft's main focus is of course Assassin's Creed Unity. But I read recently there was a spokesperson that did speak to IGN, and when they asked him about multiplayer, he said they didn't have any plans at this moment.
Okay.
So it just kind of leaves it on a cliffhanger, I guess you could say, but it shows there's a possibility. And what I was thinking is possibly after the release of Assassin's Creed Rogue, or even Unity, because Assassin's Creed Rogue, of course, is going to be here November the 11th. So I guess that is pretty much a month after Assassin's Creed Unity. So They might put multiplayer in then, or if not, I was thinking after the release, they could do a separate update. Quite similar with GTA 5, I shouldn't really be comparing it because they're 2 completely different games. But as you guys are aware, Rockstar did a separate update for GTA Online and in GTA 5, so maybe Ubisoft could do something quite similar to that, because it seems possible. And like I said, since that guy did say at this moment, it shows there is a chance, because he could have just said there's not going to be any multiplayer whatsoever.
Now, if they do multiplayer, if I could say this real fast, the one thing that I want to see is to really focus on the naval warfare. I want to play co-op and PvP with the ships. That would be insane. I really think that would be incredible. I hope they do continue the Rogue series, actually, and add on to it.
It'd be awesome, too, if, like, there's, like, a team deathmatch for ships and stuff.
Yes,
and you can have, like, people on your boat and then just, like, it'd be awesome. Then board other ships.
Just thinking about it gets me excited. That would be insane.
Do you think this could be linked to Assassin's Creed Unity at the end? Like, maybe
I've heard
something
that.
happens at the end.
I've heard that there is some sort of connection there that they will reveal later in the game. So yes.
And yeah, a spokesperson actually said at the end of Assassin's Creed Rogue, there will be a crossover from Rogue to Unity. And my theory is actually that Elise will be Shay's daughter because she's a Templar. And yeah, that's what I personally think the crossover will be.
Okay, that would be awesome, though. That would be really, really cool to see them tie that in that well. I hope they do that more often, especially with other games. I mean, I really wish they took a chance with Watch Dogs and did that as well.
But to be fair, Watch Dogs did have like a lot of Easter eggs to Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, that's true, which is nice to see.
Yeah, and hopefully there's crossovers back to Watch Dogs and AC, like as Abstergo or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, and they really haven't talked about like the actual real life part of it, because there's always that portion. They did say it's going to be something more different than AC4 Black Flag was, so it's kind of interesting to see what that would be.
Do you know if it's going to be called the Animus in Assassin's Creed Rogue, or this new term that they're using for Assassin's Creed Unity, they're calling it the Helix?
I have no idea, but that is a good question too, about like real life, like who's going to be playing as Shay?
Yeah, I can't wait to find out.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
So here's a really good question. Why should I buy AC Rogue if it looks like Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag?
It's really up to the player. Like, some people actually really like graphics, and like if they don't like new graphics and don't want the same old ones used, then I mean that's up to the player. But I personally think graphics aren't a big deal, and it still looks like a great game, and again, it's a fresh story and something we've never seen before in Assassin's Creed. So I think it's worth like $40. I wouldn't say $60 because they are reusing a lot of stuff. Like, I'll be honest, but yeah, I think
it has no multiplayer.
Yeah, and AC Unity is also $60, so I don't think AC Rogue should be the same price because it's like less content. But I still think it should be a decent amount of money because they did work really hard and they should make a profit off the game.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, I like the idea of just playing as a Templar. So, Super Rebel, do you think this game should have been a DLC or a full game release?
I honestly think it should be a full game release, and I know a lot of people have been saying, why didn't they just make it like a DLC to Black Flag, considering that it pretty much is the same. But I guess you can't really do that, considering that it is a brand new game almost. Like, it doesn't have the same story as Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It's a completely new character. It just can't work as a DLC, I guess.
Yeah.
So I think it's good they made it a full game.
Yeah, what do you think, Brett?
Yeah, I agree with Rebel, to be honest. Like, I mean, a DLC shouldn't be like a completely new character and story. I know it was like that for the Assassin's Creed 4 DLC, but this one, they have like a completely new story. They're not like reusing the same environments. Like, they have new locations as well and redid a lot of stuff. Like, you have a new boat as well. So I don't think it should be a DLC. And like we've said, they've been working on it for a while. So yeah, they should really make a profit off this game. And if it was a DLC, $20, like, that wouldn't be worth this game.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Another thing I wanted to talk about is for graphics as well. I know how we were just talking about that earlier, but to be honest, when I first saw the gameplay, I honestly was blown away by the graphics. And when we first saw the screenshots, I'm going to be honest, I did say that they don't look really all that. They did kind of look poor. But at that time, I did say, don't forget it is going to be on last-gen systems. So, of course, those consoles ain't as powerful as the new ones.
Yeah.
But then when we saw the gameplay, it really blew me away. I mean, the water, it's probably the last thing It's probably the last thing I should point out. But that really blew me away because it's kind of like GTA 5, how they've just pulled that amazing, like, graphics off, really. Because it looks absolutely amazing to me. It looks really good.
Yeah,
just everything.
It just looks incredible. I can't believe the water. They pulled that off. for the Xbox 360 and PS3. That is quite an
I
accomplishment.
know. It looks so good, and
Yeah.
like it looks way better than AC4's water. And AC4 had amazing water too, and this like
Exactly.
even better.
Oh, don't forget we've seen some sea creatures as well in screenshots, I do believe, and we did get to see one in the gameplay, but it was like literally a split second. I don't know if anyone noticed that.
I
It had like
did.
a massive horn.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
really
yeah.
too sure.
And
what it was called.
in addition to that, there's penguins.
Yeah.
There is.
There are?
There is. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
there is penguins, and people are saying, well, that's not accurate.
I hope
but
you could pet 'em.
They were alive back then, but
Yeah.
now they were extinct. Like they were extinct in that location, but they
I
were
think
alive
they
back
were.
then.
Oh,
And I'm gonna
So-
be hunting some penguins.
I was just gonna say.
You're sick.
I do believe I'm not really too sure what other animals there are going to be available to hunt on land. Possibly polar bears, maybe.
Huh. I haven't heard anything about hunting.
Oh wait,
for-
yes, there is. There is.
Because there was, I do believe
Yes.
the Assassin's Creed UK Twitter account did tweet that out back to someone
yeah.
when asked.
And
so-
in the gameplay demo of Assassin's Creed Rogue, there is a polar bear. You can't really make it out because the YouTube quality, but I was watching a walkthrough and they did point it out, like on IGN, I think. I'll try to find it, and if I do, Robbie will add that in the description below.
Yeah.
And also another sea creature is a narwhal, so you can actually hunt like you did in AC4. And yeah, hopefully it actually becomes an outfit. I really like that feature in AC4 where you can hunt things and you can make an outfit out of it.
This just honestly shows how epic this game honestly is really going to be. And you know like how people are complaining? I really think they shouldn't be complaining, because like I said about the water as well, even if we compare it to Watch Dogs on the last gen systems, the water really wasn't that good. And like now in Assassin's Creed Rogue, like what they have just pulled off, it just looks really, really realistic.
Yeah.
So
Like the only thing I could see people getting upset about is the price tag. That's the only thing. I mean, it just should be lowered to 40, and that's it. Like, it's still gonna be a good game, in my opinion.
also
Make it
Yeah, I
$40,
also like-
Yubi. Make it $40.
I love you,
I was-
Ubisoft. Don't hate me.
I also love the sound of how we are going to have enemies, well, I guess you could say assassins, like try and take over the ship as well.
Oh yeah, and yeah,
Oh,
enemies
yeah.
can board ships now. Yeah,
That is
that's
awesome. When I heard about that feature, that is incredible. I really wish they would just say that they had PvP, and that you could
Yeah.
be on board your ship, and then someone can invade your game as like the hunter ships, you know what I mean? And then they could
Yeah.
board you.
Yeah.
That would be
And
so
when you're on-
awesome.
And when you're on land, assassins could be like hiding and like up on a tree, and then just
Yeah.
come down and hit and blade
That'd be
you.
absolutely crazy.
I know,
Yeah.
it would scare me.
I hope
Just, like,
Yubi is
walk-
listening.
Yubi, I love you. All right, this question goes to both of you guys. What do you think about AC Rogue possibly being ported over? Like, if it does get ported over to the next gen consoles and PC, what are you guys' thoughts on that, basically?
I would love that. That's one thing
I
I'm
would as
disappointed by right now. I really, really want it ported over to the PS4 and Xbox One.
And if it does get ported over, do you think they would update the graphics or just port it over?
I would think, of course, they would update the graphics. I think they would retexture it and then just make
Yeah.
it look really, really pretty. That's what I would love to see anyway.
Yeah.
They don't have
And-
to really do anything else.
And even if co-op or multiplayer doesn't get added right now whilst it's on last gen consoles, like you said, Brett, if it does get ported over to the next gen and PC, they're most likely definitely going to add that in as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I would love for them to do that. That is such a good idea.
Yeah.
Since they're lacking the multiplayer component, they could port
I
it
would
over.
really love co-op in that
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
Man.
They did that like with Liberation, not the multiplayer aspect, but it was just a handheld game and they ported it over to like PC and stuff.
Okay,
So they have ported an AC game before,
so
they
it
can
is
do
possible. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So in AC Rogue, will there be any headquarters or base of operations like we saw in Assassin's Creed 2, like the villa or anything like that?
I would say maybe you can have a house, and like you did in Black Flag, you could go into like a house area and there you can unlock like a Templar outfit or something, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then but this game, it could be like Black Flag in the aspect of your boat is actually your like hideout, and you can go in there and change your clothes and stuff.
Okay.
Maybe like that will be a new main character of the game, like in Black Flag.
Do
Okay.
you think we're going to have some sort of like special outfits as well, like more than one?
Yeah,
Definitely.
dude, that would be awesome, and especially because it's Templar, they can make a ton of like new designs and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I think you nailed it, Brett, with the fact that your hideout is going to be your boat. I really think that's what they're going to do. Since Assassin's Creed Black Flag already had that, I would expect that to be in the game for sure.
Yeah, and I really like that aspect. Like I said, it's like a new main character of the game. Like in AC4, you actually cared about your boat. You needed to upgrade to do missions, and I really hope it's like that in AC Rogue as well.
Yeah, it really does seem like it. But then again, don't forget, like, there's different locations. So
Yeah.
maybe, because like we of course have the River Valley and then New York City, whereas it kind of would make more sense in the North Atlantic Ocean. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's gonna be like a Templar hideout, because like
I hope
they're-
so.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like, maybe in New York City we'll have that, but then like we might have a different hideout in the River Valley, and then North Atlantic Ocean.
That would
your
be
boat is
awesome.
your hideout.
yeah.
Man,
That would-
I mean,
multiple
that would be pretty
hideouts.
cool.
They really haven't done that in Assassin's Creed. I can't think of a time where they've had you travel to multiple hideouts. That's something that they should really explore.
Yeah. And like talking about the water and like the boat and stuff like that, can you guys swim in AC Rogue?
Super, I'm gonna let you answer that one.
We can, I do believe.
Yep.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, you can, but like it actually hurts your health this time because it's cold. Like the water is cold, so you can actually die
Okay.
if you stay in there too long. Which is
Okay.
a
Is
really
this
cool aspect.
is this on all the locations as well, or is that gonna vary wherever we go?
I do not know, but I believe it would be all of them, but I'm not sure on that.
Because like you see how I was saying about locations, I think there should be like different aspects in each one. Like North Atlantic, you're gonna feel more cold. You have less time in the water.
Yeah,
Whereas
exactly.
New York City, you have maybe like a minute longer than you would.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It'd be cool if you can upgrade your outfit to survive longer
Yeah.
in the water. I don't know if they
Oh,
would have
yeah.
anything like that. That'd be pretty neat.
That would be.
I'm really hoping for a load of customization in this game.
Yeah.
Because
AC,
a lot would be needed.
Yeah, AC Unity is really prevalent in that area. I hope they
Yeah.
follow the same route with Assassin's Creed Rogue.
Dude, that
Another thing-
screenshot, I was impressed. Like when they
Yeah.
showed it, and that chest piece he was wearing with it was
Yeah.
like so awesome.
Another thing I was thinking is, you know, as you guys have seen in the gameplay, like where he shoots the poison barrel and then he puts his mask on. Like, could there possibly be different sorts of masks? Maybe.
Oh yeah, and when he threw a smoke bomb too, I believe he also
Yeah,
put on
he-
the gas mask.
It's kind of like how, again, going back to Watch Dogs, shouldn't probably compare it, but with like his mask, how Aiden used to pull up his mask like when he was wanted or like
Okay.
anything like that when there was fire. This is pretty much what Shay is doing in Assassin's Creed Rogue. So I think it would be pretty cool if there are like customization like options for your mask and
That
your
would be
armor, like you
cool.
said as well.
Yeah, that would be really cool, especially if they took Assassin's Creed to the higher elevations eventually, because that's what they're doing with Far Cry 4. You have to have an oxygen mask. I don't know what they would even do for that for the Assassin's Creed franchise, but it would be cool to see something like that.
It'd be
Yeah.
cool to see an economy as well. Like you can upgrade stores and also get like money every 20 minutes, like you do in previous games.
Yeah.
I do believe
Yeah.
I do believe we did see a store as well in one of the screenshots.
Yeah, there's a
general
general
stores,
store.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome if you could actually like buy like locations and get money from that, and then from there you can buy like new weapons, clothes,
Or
and
maybe
things like that.
even like assassins could like take over there as well. Maybe.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they did do most of this in Assassin's Creed 2. That's why Assassin's Creed 2 is one of my
Yeah.
favorite games. You got to
Yeah.
buy the stores and make money off of them. I really hope that they return to that, and I know that they're going to be doing something maybe like that with Assassin's Creed Unity. Not so sure about Assassin's Creed Rogue.
Another thing a lot of people have kind of like been wondering is why there wasn't any horses
Okay.
in both of these games, both Unity and Rogue,
Oh, okay.
because as you guys are aware, like that was a common animal in pretty much all the Assassin's Creeds is horses, and now that they've just like randomly taken it away, do you think possibly maybe in Assassin's Creed Rogue we can maybe like mount another animal? It seems crazy, I know, but
Maybe.
I
it
hope
would
so.
be pretty cool.
Dude, it would be really awesome if you could ride an
Penguins.
animal in the water, like ride on a penguin.
A dolphin?
Yeah,
That'd be
it'd
hilarious.
Like that probably would never happen.
You
but it would
train
just-
your own pet dolphin next
Dude, that would
gen.
be cool if you could have your own pet in Rogue.
Yeah,
Just see it
I've
grow
always
up.
wanted that.
See like a monkey.
Yeah,
I
but
just
seriously,
really don't
that
want
would
it
be
to be-
awesome.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
because You know how we've seen there are going to be a lot of animals? I just don't want it to be like sea creatures at the same time. I mean, we do have polar bears and then penguins, of course, but like, again, different locations, different animals possible. I don't know.
We'll find out soon enough. So guys, that is Assassin's Creed Rogue. Thank you so much for joining us. Say goodbye to everyone. Super.
See you later, guys. Don't forget to tune in next week because we are going to be covering Far Cry 4 as well.
Yep. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like on this podcast if you enjoyed it, and leave comments and suggestions on what we should talk about next week.
And don't forget to follow us all on Twitter as well. You can leave your questions, anything you guys want to ask us, or just overall interact with us as well. Robbie will put the links for all our Twitters in the description.
Yes.
So yeah.
So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.
I love you.
Adios, amigos.
I bit my lip. God, that hurt.
Is it bleeding?
No, but it hurt.
And today we're talking about Assassin's Creed Rogue. This is a game coming to the Xbox 360 and PS3. We are returning to the high seas, but this time as a Templar. And we've got a bunch of questions for you today. But from the gameplay.
What the hell was that?
Let's see, I screwed up. If this was
I heard
live,
something in the background too.
I heard something too. What was that?
I don't know. That wasn't for me.
Okay.
That scared me. I was like listening to you, like listening to your voice. I'm like, it's so nice. And then I just hear something in the background drop.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
All right.
I hate Robbie.
Yeah, me too. This is actually turning out really good.
Yeah, except my fail, but no one saw that.
I feel like this one should go out quite before next Sunday. I don't know why.
Okay, I'm back.
I actually have a good question.
Yeah, we love Robbie. Robbie's a great person.
What? You love me? What are you guys talking about?
Excuse me?
What?
Oh, excuse me? Are you
Yeah.
Robbie Thomas?
Yeah.
I'm with the FBI?
No.
Hi, Ryan.
That was
Hey.
It's my bro Ryan, everyone.
Hi, Ryan.
He's arresting me right now.
There's a phone ringing.
That wasn't very convincing.
No.
Nobody believed
Wow,
you.
you set that up? I mean, that was pretty sad if it was set up.
I know, wasn't it? That was pathetic.
That'd
I was
be
like,
sad.
Excuse me?
Ryan really was the one that let me down.
And my theory is that Elisa's daughter will Elisa's daughter. I'm done. Robbie, restart. This
You
is
done
not going
screwed
in the
it up.
bloopers. This ain't going in the bloopers. And yeah, a spokesperson actually said at the very end of the game, we will actually see a crossover. And my theory is that fuck.
I'm literally like saying what Brett's gonna say in my mind.
No, it's annoying.
I'm like over here. He's got to screw up.
This
He's
is
got to
like-
screw up.
I'm
great.
like trying not to say Elisa's daughter.
Or
Yeah, well,
just
dude,
go
I'll just
straight
say,
into
hey guys, what's
questions?
up? It's Robbie with Open World Games, and I'm joined with my good
And we're back
friends.
on the Open World Podcast featuring me, Brett, a TV
And then
Central,
now-
a Semi Super Rebel, and last but not least, Robbie from Open World Games.
And there's gonna be a disaster. Just like that.